Let's go. Right, hello everybody. Welcome along to another interview today where I'm pleased to be joined by jockey George Wood. George, how are you today?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm not too bad, George. I'm very good. I think the perfect place to start would be the resumption of racing. We've been racing now for just over a week. How have you found the current safety precautions and social distancing rules that have been put in place? How have you found that?
Yeah, no, it's been very well run. Credit to the BHA and everyone involved. It's actually run very smoothly. The 2 meter distance rules you never really have to break it. There's plenty of one-way systems, and it's actually worked very well. I think everyone's sort of getting used to it. It was very strange at first, but people have sort of worked their way into it, and it's working well now, and running smoothly. So I think everyone involved is pleased to have it back, and no, onwards and upwards from here. It's looking forward to sort of next week with Ascot and some other nice meetings to look forward to. Now it's sort of a breath of air for everyone.
So in terms of racing itself, you had a couple of winners since coming back with Han Solo Burger and also Flying West at Lingfield on Thursday. She done the job quite nicely in the Cheveley Park colours and knuckled down when asked and won quite nicely.
Yeah, no, she did. She did everything right. It was a sort of well placed by the boss to get in the right race, and she's done everything right. And I'm sure she'll progress from there. So listen, she's probably a filly that sort of she's by Free Eagle, so she's going to get further. And in time, she could be she'll definitely improve. So she could shape up to be a little bit nicer than she's shown so far. So fingers crossed, onwards and upwards for her.
So in terms of the actual racing itself, there's obviously no crowd there. I mean, in terms of when you're riding, do you notice much difference without the crowd compared to normal racing with a crowd?
No, listen, I never really noticed the crowd there when you are riding. Obviously, when you're in the paddock, etc., that's where when you notice a bit of the crowd. But when you're once you're on the horse's back, you don't tend to notice the crowd. So it's quite there you especially during the race, there wouldn't be much different. It's sort of you and your horse and everyone around you, and you're riding your race and you're concentrating on the job in hand. I'm sure next week it'll be a little bit weird at Royal Ascot without the crowds, especially sort of coming back in if you've been the winner. But no, listen, I think everyone's just pleased that we're back racing and behind closed doors or not. It's just we're fortunate that we can be back so early.
In terms of working with James Fanshawe now, how did the move come about and how much of a big impact has James been on your career so far?
Yeah, listen, I've been with him from the start. A friend of ours from the pony racing. He's already been out for James for a while, and so during my school holidays, I managed to get in and come out and muck out and ride out, and just to get into racing. And then when I left school, he invited me back to complete my apprenticeship, and he's been a massive help. He's been my main supporter. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am now. We've had some nice days together, and no, he's a very good trainer. He takes his time. He's very patient, and I think I've learned plenty off the way he trains, and with my riding, he's been big help. So got plenty to thank from him.
In terms of horses in your yard at the moment, I want to mention about the Tin Man. How's he been over the winter, and is he going to be potentially heading to Ascot for the Diamond Jubilee potentially?
Yeah, I think that's the plan for him is to send him straight to Ascot. That's his track. He loves it there. He's in good order. He had a gallop a couple of days ago, and by what I heard, he's in good form. And seen pictures and videos of him jumping around all over the place. I think he's made social media famous for a bit. So it's nice to see he's still in good heart at the age he is.
In terms of also another horse, Preening, she was down to run today, but as a non-runner, is she a filly that the yard are very excited about going into this season after I think she won a listed race at Deauville towards the back end of last season, and looks like she's one with plenty of promise going forward.
Yeah, I was riding her in her early days, and she was always going to be a filly. She's always going to be a filly that's going to improve with time. She's a big girl, and she's got lovely attitude, and it was nice to see her win that race in France back in the last year. And yeah, she's definitely be a filly that she will be looking forward to this year. She definitely you'd like to think she could. Now she won a listed race, she could be sneaking up into those group races and be competitive at that level. So she's an exciting filly for the remainder of the season.
And speaking about your early career, in 2016, you took out the November Handicap on prize money. That must have been such a huge victory for you at such an early stage in your career to get that win on Channel 4, which it was back then. It must have been a magnificent day for you.
Yeah, no, I was very fortunate as a apprentice. I rode a couple of nice big handicap winners, and I think that's very important as an apprentice, just to show yourself on the big day. And as I said, I was fortunate to be on the right horse on the right days. It was my first ride for Godolphin that day, so it was a special moment when you grow up. Everyone's wanting to ride in the Royal Blue Silks, and so it was a big day for me. And no, it was a lovely improving horse. They did a good job with him. He had some nice form going into the race. It was only length and a half behind Hawkbill at Glorious Goodwood, and then he ran well at Royal Ascot that year too. And they'd sort of given him a bit of time, and they gelded him and put the hood on him, and he really relaxed. And he went on to do some nice things. He ran out in Dubai, and he beat prize money in the I think it was the Gold Cup. He won when Adre rode him, and so he turned out to be a lovely horse for their yard. And I was fortunate to have him sitting in one of the days he blossomed.
In 2017, you also won the Cambridgeshire. I think that was quite a big shock on Dolphin Vista that day. It was 50-1 for Martin Mead. Was there always the inkling that you could have run a big race at such big odds that day?
Yeah, he'd only had one run for Martin before then, and O'Sheen rode him down on the July course, and he made a little bit of a noise. So they gave him a wind off and gave him a time off, and they're quietly confident that obviously you can never be confident you're going to win one of those handicaps, but he was going to outrun his odds, and he did, and we got a lovely tone to the race, and he's still going now, and as I said, we have getting his wind sorted out and made a huge difference to him. So horses like that, if you can, they need to be able to breathe, and it was a nice day for me and for everyone involved.
Before lockdown, you spent the winter in Australia. What was that like to spend the winter down under and learn different things? I mean, is racing much different down in Australia compared to our races around over here?
Yeah, it's hugely different, but it's very beneficial. I think I always try and get away for the winter. I've done a couple of winters in America. Learned plenty out there on the times and the way they race on the dirt out there. I think not race riding on the dirt, you can learn huge amounts, especially the weather tracks over here. Not so much the surface, but the tactics of the race. And it's very much the same in Australia. It's all about the gate speed. You need to get a good position because they will go quick enough and they steady it up, and then they'll make a little bit of a sprint for home. The tracks are all pretty similar in Australia, pretty tight, but it's nice to get away and learn different style of racing, different style of riding, style of training. It's everywhere is different, so it's I think that's good, stood me in good stead for each year I come back. I feel like I've learnt more and I know more about racing, and it's just nice to get away as well for the winter.
In terms of tonight, I think you're off to Leicester riding tonight. I mean, the evening meetings, is it quite a long day for you? You start early in the mornings and you finish late. I mean, do the days take their toll on you, early starts and late finishes, especially riding in the summer where the evening meetings go on till about 9 o'clock as well? So is it quite a long day for you in terms of an actual schedule?
Yeah, they can be long days. So it was in the 9 o'clock in Newbury last night, and the last race down there. Sneak it back here to 11:30 and up at 5:30 this morning. But especially at the moment, it's not too bad because we're stuck to the one meeting of all day. So I've got this afternoon to sort of get myself ready for this evening and get my weight right and chill out and get everything right. So it's not too bad. But it's during the summer, not normal summer as such. When you're sort of riding out in the morning, you go straight racing for the afternoon, then you're riding in the evening, getting back and doing it all again the next day. That's when it can be sort of be tough on you. But it's just trying to look after yourself throughout the season, so you can last up till, because it's a long year if you're hard on yourself. So it's just about doing everything right and managing it the best you can.
We mentioned about Ascot being around the corner now on Tuesday. Are you hopeful of getting any rides at Ascot, maybe in some of the big handicaps? I mean, there's 36 races this year, so there's more races on offer because of the current predicament we're in. So are you hopeful of getting any outside rides potentially for yards in some of the big handicaps this year?
Yeah, no, definitely. We've got hopefully have a 2 or 3 there this year. It's just choosing to get on the right horse. That's the difficult thing. They're very competitive racing, and everyone's always wanting to get on the best horses. So it'd be nice to get on one with half a chance and to go there with a bit of hope. But no, we'll see. It's people I think are still planning on what races they're going to run in and who's going to get in and who's not going to get in. So it's all very much up in the air at the moment. But I'm sure it'll sort itself out, and fingers crossed we can get on something with half a chance anyway.
And just finally to wrap things up, in terms of the remainder of the season, what are your aims for the rest of the season in terms of how you're going to try and go about your business this season?
Listen, we've got plenty of horses still to run, given their first runs out for the year. So it'd be nice to get all of them out, and then we can see what we work with. But for me, it's going to be just about riding as many winners as I can. It'd be nice to get on a couple of nicer horses this year as well. I'm sure the year's going to go quick enough as we're already halfway through. But no, it's just riding as many winners as we can and getting on a couple of nice ones if possible.
That's brilliant, George. I'll stop recording now. I don't want to lose the footage. I'll be a bit disappointed if I do.
No.
Right.